Hello. Hello. I have a habit of automatically, naturally going, to the timer and looking at the timer instead of actually the camera. Well, welcome back, YouTube channel subscribers. My name is Nicole. For those of you that are just joining for the first time, I am an American and I am also an English teacher, and I focus on, I'm very good at teaching adults specifically. This channel is called English Immersion with Nicole. Immersion means education. Now, last time we spoke, we talked about your just kind of little mini review. I don't know how long this video will be. 12 minutes, 20 minutes, I have no idea. We'll find out together. So last time we spoke, we discussed your internal driving force. So internal, I'll try to write it big. So internal driving force. The reason why you're learning this language in the first place. Your motivator. Also, on a side note, I don't like writing on the whiteboard. I feel that it is not easy for you to read my handwriting. One of the things I am working on, I'm not good with technology. I've never done a YouTube channel before, so I don't know what the process is like, but something that is important for me to make sure I set up for you is a way for me to type what I'm saying as I'm saying it and you can read it. So I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna find out for you. It'll make the English learning process so much easier, so much easier. So until then, until I find a way to type what I say so you can read it and listen to me, we'll stick to the whiteboard, meaning we'll use this until we get to that point. So internal driving force, that's your motivator. Why are you learning this language? Well, what I want to focus on now is, okay, you know why. What do you do from there? It's your next step. My whole YouTube channel is focused on, it's not just teaching you English. I focus on how to teach yourself English. I give you the tools, the teacher tools that you need to teach yourself. So, first step is, okay, I know why I'm learning English. Get a better job, travel, whatever the reason is. So I use hand sanitizer to clean off my board, and I just spilt a lot on my little rag. It surprised me. I am what you would consider a very animated person. My family tells me that all the time. Animated. That's A-N-I-M-A-T-E-D. Animated. Think of an animation. And animation is a cartoon. So when something is animated, it means they are very loud, lots of expressions, my facial expressions, I talk with my hands a lot, so I'm very animated. I'm not boring. If you are bored watching my YouTube channel, meaning it's not fun, you don't like to watch it, tell me the reason why. I want to know. I've never met a person yet who thought I was boring. So honestly, tell me. Anyway, so we now know the reason why you're learning the language. What do you do next? What is important is to think about your lifestyle. That is N-E-L-I-F-E-S-T-Y-L-E, your lifestyle. You must be realistic with learning English. What this means is proper expectations. Don't worry, I'll explain all of it and how it connects. I can't stand that sound. I need to remind myself, if I hold the board with my finger, it won't make that boom, boom, boom sound. I don't know if it bothers you, but this sound bothers me. Okay. So, proper means correct. Expectations, expect what you are assuming is going to happen. So, what this translates to is correct, thoughts about something that you're going to experience. So, if you're going to learn English and you are a dad or a mom, you have children, and you have a full-time job, meaning you work 40 hours or more a week, and it is so important to sit down, and this is what I thoroughly encourage. I need more space. You know what? I'm not going to complain. You know why? Technology is beautiful. I'm able to talk to you from America, and you're in Afghanistan, Taiwan, France, Syria. How cool is this? I'm not complaining. Nope. Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. Lifestyle. That's been happening a lot to me recently. It's forgetting my train of thought, my thought process. I distract myself. On a side note, my videos are created very purposefully. I don't edit out my mistakes. You will see them. Watching my YouTube channel is very similar to how it would be to have a conversation with me. It's different, thoughts and topics pop up, and you go from one point to another, and you must focus and listen. I cover and discuss so much information in a very short period of time, and I am a fast talker. So what does that do for you? How does that help you? It strengthens your active listening skills and your translation skills. The time it takes you to translate from your native language into English. Watching my YouTube channel is an exercise in active learning skills. It is an exercise in strengthening something called conceptual understanding. There is always a reason why I do everything I do. Nothing is just because. Pretty clever. So, we know what understanding means. It's to know something, to get it. I understand how to drive. I understand if I eat a lot of potato chips and candy, I will get chubby. I know this. All the good food is bad for you. That's me. Why isn't ice cream healthy? Just saying. So, conceptual. Concept. A concept is a thought. Conceptual understanding is understanding thoughts. So every time you sit down to watch a YouTube channel of mine, What you are strengthening and developing is your conceptual understanding. I'm getting a dry mouth, so I'm drinking today. My drink of choice is coconut water. I love coconut water so much. If I'm not careful, I'll drink all of them I have in my refrigerator. And then the next day I'll be like, oh, why'd I do that? I don't have any now. Anyway, excuse me. So every single time you watch my YouTube channel, you are strengthening your active listening skills, your vocabulary, your grammar through listening, your conceptual understanding. I do all this. You gain so much by just watching one of my videos. What I do encourage that you do is get a notebook. A notebook is basically like, if I can get one, goodness. I know I have notebooks. Hold on. One moment. Here we go. I need to clean my drawer. So a notebook. Start an English notebook. Every day that you sit down to watch my YouTube channel or another person's, I don't care, what is helpful is to date it. And like, let's say for example, new entry, new page, put the date. Write down notes that you feel is important. Don't worry about the spelling. Don't worry about the grammar. That's not the focus of what this exercise is. But what this is it's going to be a guide so you can refer, go back to R-E-F-E-R, refer. As you take notes when you watch a YouTube channel for English, when you're studying later on, if you have a question or want to make sure you are doing it correctly, you will refer. You go back to your notes that you took, and it's called refreshing your memory. So refresh, think about fresh food. It's good to eat. It's not stale, S-T-A-L-E. It's fresh. Refreshing, think of it like it's so hot. You're like, oh, you feel gross, and there's a big bowl of cold water, and you take it and you splash it on your face. You're like, oh, it feels so good, so refreshing. It is a wonderful feeling. It's a positive word. So refreshing your memory. So memory, your mind, your thoughts. When you refresh, means to do again. When you refresh your memory, you're reminding yourself. Repetition. I would love to know. I had a class once and I asked, how do you study? All the adults said, memorization. No, not anymore. That's how you studied perhaps as a child. But as a child, the majority of your time is school. As an adult, you have life and learning. Life meaning kids, family, husband, wife, work. So what instead we want to do as adults with learning English is something called application, not memorization. If you sit there and you read the information and you do not do anything else, you are absolutely wasting your time. I'll say that again. If you only sit down and you just read it in your head, not even out loud, and you don't write anything down, you're wasting your time. I don't want you to waste your time. You never get it back. It's important to not waste it. So application. It is the act of doing. You are applying it. You learned a new concept. You learned something new, a new piece of information. Okay, cool. What do you do now? Use it. Here's a great phrase. If you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Myself included. There's certain vocabulary words I used to know and use, and then I stopped using them. I don't know why. Shame on me. And I don't recall them anymore. But I have vocabulary words. These are mine. I'm a teacher. English is my first language, and I'm still learning. Okay, so this, well, I have a lot to say. This video, we're gonna stop at 16 minutes. Time went by fast. I love this expression. Hold on. Sound. Okay, now do not worry. Everything else that I was previously discussing before, how, what you do after identifying or figuring out your, the reason why you're learning this language. I'm going to create a second video right after this one that discusses that. I'm not forgetting that. But I don't think you want to sit and watch one 30-minute video. So I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. Well, not the English part, just the recording of the video part. Anyway, time flies when you are having fun. What? How can time fly like a bird? It goes by fast. You ever notice that? When you're having a really good time, you're just enjoying yourself, you're laughing, and you look at the clock, you're like, where did the time go? Wow. But if you don't like what you're doing and it's really boring, you're like, oh my gosh, that's when time drags. And you're like, I need time to go by faster. Okay, so bye my friends. I'll see you in like a couple minutes to create video number 2 for today.